First, James Taylor and Carole King, our rehearsal for the Troubadour Reunion Tour, another song.
Yes, please.
That's a nice little. She's been, huh? Oh, that's right. She can't help that. Blossom, smile, sunshine down my way. Lately I've been lonesome, blossom. It's been much too long waiting. It seems my dreams have frozen, melt my cares away. Just send the sunshine down my way whenever you call my name. I know what you need to say to me, girl, it's all the same. Blossom, there's an empty road behind. Sit you down beside me. Blossom, there's a sweet wind on my mind. There's a song inside me. Take these chains away. Send the sunshine down my way whenever you call my name. I know what you need to say to me, girl, it's all the same. I say blossom, always blossom, sunshine down my way. Deeply child, I've been lonesome, longing for blossom. It's been much too long a day. Seems my dreams have frozen, melt my cares away. La 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 la
All right then. I'll see one of those and raise you.
It was so amazing doing that tour, and I just love this rehearsal tape. It's got just there's little nuggets throughout it, and that developed into the actual tour. But this is very early rehearsal, just before the tour began. And Blossom was always a great song to play when we would play the Blossom Music Center in Cuyahoga Falls, Ohio. As soon as he would break in, it's like any of his songs that had any kind of a designation of a location, the crowd would go nuts as soon as he'd sing Blossom, join in. Yeah, I'm running today. I've got to leave in like 15 minutes to drive to Judith Owen's house. We're doing a song today with she and Pedro Segunda and I, and I think she might live stream it. I'm not sure, but I'll film a bit, and then I'm in the studio with her tomorrow working on some new songs. We'll all be masked, and she's got everything isolated and kind of plasticed off and everything. So I'm comfortable going over to her place. More than anything, I wanted to take a moment and say thank you to everybody who joined the live stream yesterday. There were so many great questions, and I love hanging. I can't tell you enough how much I appreciate when I see all the chats coming up. It's really hard to address all of them, but I do as many as I possibly can on there. But it's a bit of a challenge, I'll say that. And then it's fun to see people coming up on there who I had just done the one-on-ones with the Skype and FaceTime. So I'm looking forward. We're setting the date for the next live stream. It'll be in 2 weeks, and and then I mentioned something during the live stream. I'm going to put on my huckster hat here, but the finger book is actually coming to fruition. It's almost probably about 90% laid out right now. And we're doing some fine tuning, substituting some pictures, figuring out some other things. But it's going to be a beautiful book. I think it's going to be about 320 pages of really high quality coffee table book. And in order to really do this, I'm giving you a little bit of advance notice, but I'm going to be setting it up hopefully next week. I'm going to do a Kickstarter program, which will get you, if you jump into that, it'll get you probably a signed book and some other little perks with it. And you're going to get whoever joins will get the first run of books as they come out. So I'll be doing a Kickstarter for the finger book. And it's a trip. I just got a PDF of the layout so far, and it's pretty entertaining. It's going to be one of those things that once you pick it up, you're going to be going till the bitter end, because each page is pretty unique, even though it's got the similar theme. It's Blue, who I'm working with on this, he does art books. I mean, he's deeply in that field, and he's all over this. He is having the time of his life doing it. So I don't think this would have ever happened if I had not been hooked up with him. And I thank Kenton Nelson, who's a fantastic artist, for introducing us at one of his get-togethers at his house. And suddenly something that had always been sort of a fantasy of getting done, but not knowing really quite how to do it, became a reality, because I was suddenly hanging with somebody who, this is what they do. And he said, no, here's how we'll do it, and all this. So it's great. So I am going to pack up now and head to Judas and spend the day there and get to work. I just wanted to visit, just start the day with, something pastoral and lovely. And you can't beat James Taylor and Carole doing Blossom to it. I had one little note wrong in there, but just cough when that goes by after you get used to it, and it'll be okay. That's what I usually do. And again, thank everybody for yesterday. And it was really, I love doing these. When I first got started on the first live streams, they said, oh yeah, I mean, you do like about 30 minutes or so, be fine. And this easily, like two and a half hours goes by without even thinking about it. I love it. And I could sit there all day on it, because I've got a big mouth and I talk and talk and talk and talk. But I really love, the responses I'm getting and questions. It's and some people have acted like, oh, I don't know if I could join that thing, because, I don't know anything technically about, bass or any music. And it is not a technical hang. If there are technical questions, people asking about strings and, fan frets, there's a number of those questions, but there's just life questions too. So don't be intimidated thinking this is going to be some kind of a technical master class or anything. It's far from it. It's just a hang. It's an opportunity. I only wish I could see everybody. That's the frustrating part. But maybe the technology will catch up with us and we'll be able to do something like that at some point. So again, thank you to everybody out there who's working hard every day to make things as good as they can for us and try to save lives, because lives are being lost at staggering numbers. I don't know I don't even know what to say anymore. The people who are doing the right thing are doing the right thing. The people who aren't doing the right thing can't seem to be convinced what the right thing is. They're living in their own bubble, and hopefully that bubble won't kill them or their friends or family. But it's like the city. I have issues with people speeding on my street. So the city went and put in the most expensive thing they could do. I've been begging for stop signs or speed bumps on the street. They put in those electronic signs that monitor your speed, and it says 35 above it, or 25, which is the speed limit on my street. And as soon as people are going over 30, it starts flashing, slow down, and big signs saying slow down. And I sit there and I watch it. The people who aren't speeding aren't activating it, and the people who are speeding could give a crap about that sign. Sometimes they speed up on it. And it's there's just people that live around the rules. They don't think anything applies to them, that it's just frustrating. But I enjoyed Blossom, so I'm not going to go off on any tangent right now. I'm just going to get dressed and get to work and do my best that I can today, and then come home, walk the puppies, and maybe think about what to do tomorrow morning, because I got an early call tomorrow with Judith too, so I'll have to be doing this in the morning. But this is good for the people over in Europe and the UK, because at least they're getting it at a reasonable hour and not showing up at midnight. So my best to everybody. You take good care, have a good day, and I will see you tomorrow. And maybe I'll film some at Judas and I can post that tomorrow. So take care.